Last Tuesday, my 5-year-old granddaughter, Emma, looked up at me with those big, curious eyes and asked, "Grandma, why do grown-ups worry so much?" I was folding laundry, my mind racing about everything from the rising cost of groceries to whether I had said the right thing during a disagreement with her parents the day before. Her simple question stopped me in my tracks. You know what I realized in that moment? We have something incredibly precious to offer our grandchildren that we did not always have when we were raising our own kids. We have perspective. We have patience. That comes from experience. We have the luxury of being present without the overwhelming weight of primary responsibility. But here's the thing many of us struggle with. How do we share our wisdom without overstepping? How do we support our adult children while building meaningful relationships with our grandchildren? How do we navigate this beautiful but sometimes complicated role of being a grandparent in today's world? Today, we are going to explore the unique gift you bring to your grandchildren's lives. We will talk about practical ways to build those precious bonds, how to support without interfering, and most importantly, how to embrace this chapter as one of the most rewarding of your entire life. Mindful routine and gratitude practice. Before we dive deeper, let us take a moment to center ourselves with a simple breathing exercise that you can actually do with your grandchildren. This is something I learned from my neighbor, who is a retired kindergarten teacher. Sit comfortably in your chair. Place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. We are going to do what I call balloon breathing. Imagine there is a balloon in your belly that we are going to slowly inflate and deflate. Breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 counts, feeling that balloon expand. Hold it gently for 2 counts. Now breathe out through your mouth for 6 counts, letting that balloon slowly deflate. Do this with me 3 more times. This simple exercise is magic with grandchildren. They love the balloon imagery, and it gives you both a way to calm down together when emotions run high. Now, let us practice gratitude in a way that connects us to our grandparent role. I want you to think of 3 things you are grateful for related to being a grandparent. They do not have to be big things. Maybe it is the way your grandson still reaches for your hand when crossing the street. Maybe it is that your granddaughter calls you every Sunday just to chat. Maybe it is simply having the energy and health to be present in their lives. Take a moment to really feel that gratitude. Write these down if you have a notebook nearby, or simply hold them in your heart. The beautiful thing about gratitude is that it shifts our focus from what we wish was different to what is already wonderful. I encourage you to do this gratitude practice every morning. Start your day by thinking of one thing you appreciate about each grandchild. It changes everything about how you approach your interactions with them. Remember, consistency matters more than perfection. Some days you might forget, and that is perfectly okay. This is about creating gentle rhythms that bring you joy, not adding pressure to your life. Main content section. Building meaningful bonds across generations. Let me share something that transformed my relationship with my grandchildren. About 3 years ago, I realized I was trying too hard to be the fun grandparent instead of being myself. I was exhausting myself planning elaborate activities and spending money I did not really have on expensive toys. Then one rainy afternoon, my 8-year-old grandson Jake was clearly bored. Instead of scrambling for entertainment, I simply said, "Want to help me organize these old photos?" We spent 2 hours looking through pictures, and I told him stories about his dad as a little boy. Jake was absolutely fascinated. He kept asking for more stories, more details. That day taught me that grandchildren are hungry for connection and stories, not perfection or constant entertainment. Here are 5 simple ways to build those meaningful bonds. First, become a storyteller. Your grandchildren want to know about their roots. Tell them about the funny things their parents did as children. Share stories about your own childhood, even the challenges. They need to understand that life has always had ups and downs, and people have always found ways to overcome difficulties. Second, create simple traditions that belong just to you and them. Maybe it is Saturday morning, pancakes with funny faces made from berries. Maybe it is a special handshake or a weekly phone call where you both share the best part of your week. These do not need to be expensive or elaborate. Third, teach them something only you can teach. Maybe it is your grandmother's recipe for apple pie. Maybe it is how to play bridge or how to identify birds in the backyard. Your skills and knowledge are treasures to them. Fourth, listen more than you speak. This one is hard for many of us because we have so much wisdom to share. But children connect with adults who truly hear them. Ask about their friends, their favorite subjects, their dreams. Really listen to their answers. Fifth, Respect their world while sharing yours. Learn about their interests, even if they seem strange to you. My granddaughter loves something called TikTok dances. I do not understand them, but I ask her to teach me. She lights up when she can be the teacher. The most important thing to remember is that you do not need to compete with parents or try to be a parent yourself. You get to be something even more special, the person who loves them unconditionally without the daily stress of discipline and schedules, retirement planning, and financial wisdom. Now let us talk about something practical that many grandparents worry about: the financial aspect of being involved in your grandchildren's lives. My friend Margaret shared a story that really stuck with me. She had been spending beyond her means on Christmas and birthday gifts, trying to show her love through expensive presents. She was dipping into her retirement savings and feeling stressed about money, which was affecting her enjoyment of time with her grandkids. Finally, she had an honest conversation with her adult daughter. She explained her financial concerns, and together they came up with a plan. Instead of expensive gifts, Margaret would contribute to a college savings account for each grandchild. For birthdays and holidays, she would give thoughtful, smaller gifts along with handwritten letters sharing memories and wisdom. The children loved those letters even more than the expensive toys they had received before, and Margaret felt relief knowing she was contributing to their future without jeopardizing her own financial security. Here is one practical tip that can make a huge difference. Create a grandparent budget at the beginning of each year. Decide how much you can comfortably spend on grandchildren without affecting your essential needs or retirement security. Include gifts, activities, and any financial support you want to provide. Divide this amount by 12 months and set aside that money each month in a separate account. This way, when birthdays or special occasions come up, you can be generous within your means without financial stress. Remember, the greatest gift you can give your grandchildren is your presence and wisdom, not your money. A financially stressed grandparent is not able to be fully present for the relationship. If you want to contribute to their future, consider speaking with a financial advisor about tax-advantaged education savings accounts. Even small, regular contributions can grow significantly over time. The key is finding the balance between expressing your love through giving while maintaining your own financial security. Your grandchildren need you to be stable and present in their lives for many years to come. Senior-friendly health and movement. Staying active and healthy is crucial for being the grandparent you want to be. I want to share 5 gentle exercises you can do to maintain the energy and strength needed to keep up with grandchildren. Before we begin, please remember, listen to your body. If anything causes pain, stop immediately. If you have any health conditions or concerns, consult with your doctor before starting new exercises. Exercise 1: Seated marching. Sit tall in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Lift your right knee up as if you are marching, then lower it. Lift your left knee, then lower it. Continue this gentle marching motion for 30 seconds. This helps maintain hip flexibility and core strength for getting up and down from the floor with grandchildren. Exercise 2: Arm circles. Extend your arms out to your sides at shoulder height. Make small circles forward for 10 counts, then small circles backward for 10 counts. This keeps your shoulders mobile for those all-important grandchild hugs and for reaching up to help them with activities. Exercise 3: Ankle pumps. While seated, extend one leg straight out. Point your toes forward, then flex your foot back toward your shin. Do this 10 times, then switch legs. This improves circulation and helps prevent stiffness when you are sitting on the floor playing games. Exercise 4: Gentle neck stretches. Slowly turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Hold for 5 seconds, then look over your left shoulder and hold for 5 seconds. Then gently tilt your head toward your right shoulder. Hold, then toward your left shoulder and hold. This helps prevent neck stiffness from looking down at children or getting down to their eye level. Exercise 5: Standing balance. Stand behind a sturdy chair, holding the back for support. Lift one foot slightly off the ground and hold for 10 seconds if you can. Switch feet. This exercise helps maintain the balance you need for walking with active grandchildren and prevents falls. Do these exercises 3 to 4 times per week. They should never cause pain, only gentle stretching and movement. The goal is maintaining the mobility and energy that allows you to fully engage with your grandchildren, whether that means sitting on the floor for a tea party or walking through the park. The best part about staying active is that you can include your grandchildren. They love exercising with grandparents. Make it playful and fun for both of you. Creative hobby or tech tutorial. creating digital photo books. One of the most meaningful gifts you can give your grandchildren is a collection of family photos with your stories attached. Today, I want to show you how to create simple digital photo books using your computer or tablet. Step 1. Gathering your photos. Start by collecting photos from your phone, computer, or even scanning printed photos. Create a folder on your computer called Grandkids Photo Book. Do not worry about having professional quality pictures. Some of the most treasured photos are the candid, everyday moments. Step 2. Choosing a simple platform. I recommend starting with a free service like Google Photos or Apple Photos if you have an iPhone. Both have simple book creation tools. You can also use websites like Shutterfly or Mixbook, which often have sales and coupons. Step 3. Selecting a theme. Keep it simple for your first book. Maybe focus on one grandchild's year, or create a day with grandma and grandpa book. Having a clear theme makes the process much easier. Step 4. Adding your stories. This is where the magic happens. Instead of just captions like birthday party, write little stories. This is the day you decided to wear your princess dress to the grocery store. You were so proud, and everyone who saw you smiled. You taught me that confidence is beautiful at any age. Step 5. Keeping it simple. Do not overwhelm yourself with fancy layouts. Most services have simple templates. Choose one and stick with it. The photos and your words are what matter, not complicated designs. Step 6. Ordering and sharing. Many services let you order printed books, but you can also create digital versions to share with family members. Digital books are wonderful because you can easily make copies for multiple family members. Start small. Maybe create a book with just 10 to 15 photos and see how you feel about the process. You can always make more elaborate books later. The grandchildren I know who have received these personalized photo books treasure them more than expensive toys. They love seeing themselves in pictures, but more importantly, they love reading grandparents' thoughts and memories about those moments. Do not worry about making mistakes or creating something perfect. Your grandchildren will love anything you create with them in mind. Legacy and emotional well-being. Let me tell you about something my own grandmother did that I did not appreciate until I became a grandmother myself. Every Christmas, instead of just giving presents, she would sit each grandchild down and tell them one story about their parent as a child, along with one piece of wisdom she wanted to pass down. At the time, we kids were politely listening but really wanted to get to the presents. But those stories and pieces of wisdom became treasures as we grew older. They helped us understand our parents as real people who had once been children too. They connected us to family history and values that might otherwise have been lost. You have lived through decades that your grandchildren will only know from history books. You have witnessed changes in technology, society, and values that are absolutely fascinating to younger generations when presented as personal stories rather than lectures. Here is a simple exercise I want you to try this week. Write one letter to each grandchild, not an email, but an actual letter they can hold. In this letter, share one story about their parent as a child that shows something positive about their character. Then share one piece of wisdom that has served you well in life. Keep the letters simple and age appropriate. For younger children, focus on funny or heartwarming stories. For older grandchildren, you can share more complex insights about resilience, kindness, or pursuing dreams. Here is an example. Dear Emma, I want to tell you about the time your mom was 7 years old and found a hurt bird in our backyard. She insisted we take it to the vet, even though we did not have much money. She used her allowance to help pay for the vet visit. That bird recovered and flew away 2 weeks later. Your mom has always had a heart full of compassion, just like you do. The wisdom I want to share is this: kindness is never wasted, even when others do not notice or thank you for it. These letters become family treasures. They can be saved in baby books, shared with future generations, and referenced during difficult times when your grandchildren need reminding of their strengths and family values. Consider also recording videos of yourself telling family stories. Most phones make this easy to do. Your voice, your expressions, your laughter while telling these stories will be precious to your family long after you are gone. The emotional well-being that comes from consciously passing down your wisdom is remarkable. It gives deeper meaning to your role as grandparent and helps you process your own life experiences in positive ways. You are not just babysitters or entertainment for your grandchildren. You are the keepers of family history and wisdom. That is a profound and important role. Daily challenge. Here is something simple you can do tonight that will make a difference in your relationship with your grandchildren. Choose one grandchild and send them a message. It could be a text, an email, or even a handwritten note if they live nearby. In this message, tell them one specific thing you noticed about them recently that made you proud or happy. Maybe it was how they helped their little brother, or how they persevered with a difficult homework assignment, or simply how their smile brightened your day during your last visit. Be specific. Instead of "you are wonderful," try something like "I noticed how patient you were when teaching your cousin how to play that card game. Your kindness reminded me of your grandfather." Send that message tonight. Do not overthink it. Just let them know you see them and you appreciate who they are becoming. If you feel inspired, leave a comment below telling us which grandchild you chose and how it felt to send that message. Building community around our shared experiences as grandparents helps all of us feel less alone in navigating this beautiful role. Tomorrow, try the same thing with another grandchild. By the end of the week, each of your grandchildren will have received a personal message from you acknowledging something special about them. This simple practice builds connection and lets them know they matter to you beyond just family obligations. Closing and call to action. Let me leave you with the most important things we talked about today. First, your presence and stories matter more than expensive gifts or elaborate activities. Your grandchildren need your wisdom and perspective, not your perfection. Second, building meaningful bonds happens through simple, consistent interactions. Listen more than you lecture, and respect their world while sharing yours. Third, take care of your own financial and physical health so you can be present in their lives for years to come. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Finally, consciously work to preserve and pass down family stories and wisdom. You are the living connection between your grandchildren and their heritage of strength and love. If this resonated with you, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We are building a community of grandparents who want to make the most of this incredible chapter of life. Share this video with other grandparents in your life. We all need encouragement and practical ideas for navigating this role. Most importantly, remember this. You have already raised children successfully. You have wisdom earned through decades of living. You have love that has been deepened by experience. You have everything you need to be an amazing grandparent. Your grandchildren are lucky to have you. Never doubt the profound impact you are having on their lives, simply by showing up with love and staying engaged in their world. Age is not something to apologize for. It is something to celebrate. You are not too old to matter. You are exactly the right age to be the grandparent your grandchildren need.